Hey everyone, and welcome back to Shield Media. I'm Lex,
And I'm Vera.
and today we're diving deep into something that has all of us here at Shield pretty excited.
Especially for business owners and those in the C-suite trying to stay on the cutting edge of digital marketing.
You know, gotta stay ahead of the game.
Right. It's all about being ahead of the curve.
Exactly. And speaking of curves, Google is testing a new search feature called the Recent Posts Carousel.
Still in testing, but it's got us thinking.
Yeah, and it should have you thinking too, because this isn't just some little tweak,
This could be a whole shift in how Google shows us content.
and that impacts how businesses connect with their audience.
Big time.
So think of it this way. Someone searches for, let's say, best CRM for small business.
Right. A pretty common search.
Alongside the usual websites, they see this carousel pop up.
And it's got recent YouTube reviews, maybe a TikTok explainer.
Even some heated Reddit debates about different CRMs.
It's like Google is saying, hey,
Here's what people are saying.
right now, in real time,
Like bringing the pulse of the online world right into those search results.
that's a really good way to put it.
Now, this deep dive was sparked by some buzz our team picked up back in September.
SEO experts Brody Clark and Kushal Barwani.
You might know them from X, formerly known as Twitter.
They shared screenshots showing this recent post's carousel in action.
And it wasn't just random trending topics either.
No, we saw them for a pretty wide range of searches.
Then Barry Schwartz, a well-known search marketing expert, covered this on Search Engine Roundtable.
That was back on September 16th.
He's the CEO of Rusty Brick.
And let me tell you, he knows his stuff when it comes to search.
For sure. And he pointed out that Google had experimented with a latest posts carousel before.
But this recent post's version,
Feels different.
way different.
The old one was mostly focused on content about individuals.
This new one,
Way broader.
like Google's realizing that conversations are happening everywhere online.
Not just on those traditional websites and blogs.
They're trying to tap into what people are talking about.
Right.
And that's a huge shift for businesses to understand.
Okay, so we've established this thing is a potential game changer.
Definitely a game changer.
But what does it actually mean for those of you running businesses?
Especially our listeners here at Shield Media who are all about dominating their local markets.
Right, so picture this, your latest YouTube video.
Well, the one where you explain your services perfectly.
Suddenly it's right there in front of a potential customer.
Someone who's searching for exactly what you offer.
And it's not just YouTube. Imagine a lively Reddit discussion.
About the pros and cons of different approaches in your field.
What if your expert commentary popped up right there?
You're not just waiting for people to find your website,
You're actively part of the conversations.
where your target audience already is.
That's powerful stuff.
It really is.
Now, before we all run off and become TikTok stars,
Hold on.
there's a little caveat.
This feature is still in testing,
Google hasn't made any promises.
so we need to be cautiously optimistic.
But even if this doesn't become a permanent thing in Google search,
It tells us something important.
it tells us where Google is headed,
They are interested in real-time content.
and from all sorts of platforms.
So businesses need to start thinking about how to play in this new world.
Exactly. This isn't just a passing fad.
It's a sign of a bigger trend.
How people search and engage with content.
It's changing.
And for those of you working with us at Shield Media or thinking about it,
This is the kind of insight we use to refine your digital marketing strategy.
we're not just about getting you ranked
We're about getting you noticed,
and staying ahead of the game.
which is so important for our clients focusing on local SEO.
PPC and social media marketing.
We make sure you're visible where it matters.
Whether it's Google, search, social media,
Even those niche online communities.
where your audience is hanging out.
Right.
So if you're a business owner or C-level executive looking to level up your digital marketing,
Especially if you're targeting Western clients.
you're in the right place.
We're constantly researching, testing, and refining our strategies.
To get you the best possible results.
In this ever-evolving online landscape,
And that's what this deep dive's all about.
giving you the knowledge to make smart decisions for your business.
So stay tuned as we explore the impact of this recent posts carousel.
And what it means for your digital marketing strategy.
And don't forget to hit that follow button and share this episode with anyone who could benefit.
We're all about sharing the wealth here at Shield Media.
Now let's get back to this Google shakeup.
Okay, so if this recent posts thing does become a core part of Google search,
It could have a huge impact on how visible your content is.
especially on platforms beyond your main website.
Think about all those great YouTube videos.
insightful TikTok explainers.
and thought-provoking Reddit discussions.
This carousel could bring them into the spotlight.
And for businesses, that means a whole new set of opportunities.
It's like opening up multiple doorways for customers to discover your brand.
They might find you on YouTube, get interested.
Then head to your Reddit thread to see what people are saying.
It's about creating a web of content.
Capturing attention from different angles.
And it all leads back to your core business.
Exactly.
And that's what we're all about at Shield Media.
Helping businesses create a digital marketing strategy that dominates their local market.
Whether it's through our local SEO expertise,
Targeted PPC campaigns.
or engaging social media management.
We make sure you're not just visible, but irresistible to your target audience.
Now let's look at some specific examples of how this recent post's carousel could work in different industries.
Okay, so let's say you're a restaurant owner.
Someone searches for best pizza in your city.
And up pops a carousel with recent TikTok reviews.
Instagram food photos from happy customers.
Maybe even a Reddit debate about who has the best crust.
Now, you're not just competing with other pizza places on website rankings.
You're competing on your online presence across all these platforms.
And that's where a smart digital marketing strategy comes in.
You need to make sure you're creating mouth-watering content
Engaging with your audience.
and responding to reviews, good and bad.
It's not just about being present.
It's about being active.
Creating that positive buzz around your brand.
And that's how we approach things at Shield Media,
We're constantly monitoring, adjusting, optimizing.
to make sure our clients are one step ahead.
So whether you're a restaurant, a retail store, a service provider,
This recent post's carousel is a wake-up call.
it's time to think beyond your website
And build a dynamic online presence that captures attention.
and turns potential customers into loyal fans.
And if you're feeling a little overwhelmed, don't worry.
That's what we're here for.
Our team of experts at Shield Media can help you navigate this ever-changing digital world.
And craft a winning strategy to get you the results you deserve.
Okay, now let's dig into how this impacts SEO.
It's not that traditional SEO is dead.
But the game is changing.
Instead of obsessing over keywords and backlinks just for your website,
You need to think about how your content on other platforms can boost your overall visibility.
almost like creating a network effect.
Your content on YouTube, TikTok, Reddit, all those platforms.
It reinforces your website's authority and helps you rank higher.
Like a symphony of content.
Working together to create a harmonious online presence.
I like that, a symphony of content.
And that's the kind of strategic thinking we do here at Shield Media.
We don't just look at the individual pieces.
We see the big picture and how everything fits together.
Exactly.
All right, so we've covered a lot of ground in this first part of our deep dive.
We talked about what this recent post's carousel is
Why it matters.
and how it could impact your business.
In the next part, we'll get even more tactical.
Exploring specific strategies and tactics to really leverage this new feature.
Even while it's still in its testing phase.
We'll talk about how to choose the right platforms
How to create content that gets noticed.
and how to measure your success.
So make sure you stay tuned for part 2 of our deep dive into the recent posts carousel,
And remember, knowledge is power.
especially in the fast-paced world of digital marketing.
So hit that follow button and share this episode with your network.
And let's keep learning together.
Sounds good to me. Welcome back to the deep dive, where we're dissecting Google's recent post carousel and what it means for your business.
In the last part, we laid the groundwork, what it is, why it's a potential game changer.
And how it hints at a broader shift in how search is evolving.
So now let's get down to the nitty-gritty,
What can you actually do about it?
especially since this is still a Google test, not a guaranteed rollout.
Even if this specific carousel disappears tomorrow,
Poof, gone, vanished.
the underlying trend it represents won't.
So even if you're a little skeptical, the smart move is to start adapting now.
Start thinking ahead of the curve.
Okay, so first things first, where do we even begin?
Should we all become TikTok dancers?
Yeah, should we all be making TikToks overnight?
Not so fast.
Okay,
Thanks.
Beer, lay some wisdom on us.
It's not about being everywhere at once. It's about being strategic.
All right, so what's the strategic play here?
Start by understanding your audience.
Who are they?
Where do they hang out online?
Are they YouTube fanatics, Reddit debaters?
Or are they more visual Instagram focused?
Right, you wouldn't try to sell vegan burgers at a steakhouse convention. Gotta go where the cravings are.
Exactly. Don't waste your energy trying to be everything to everyone.
Focus on the platforms where your target audience is already engaged.
If you're a B2B company, maybe LinkedIn and Twitter are your mainstays.
But maybe there's a niche subreddit where industry professionals are sharing insights.
You never know.
So how do we figure this out?
Is it just stalking our ideal customer online?
I mean, I've been known to do some online sleuthing.
Well, there's more to it than that. It's about combining data with good old-fashioned intuition.
Look at your website analytics. See where your traffic is coming from.
Dive into your social media insights.
What kind of posts are getting the most love?
And don't forget those customer surveys.
Ask people directly where they get their industry news.
What influencers they follow.
Right, get that direct feedback.
The more data points you have, the clearer the picture becomes.
Okay, so let's say we figured out where our people are hanging out.
What's next? Just churn out as much content as humanly possible.
Content more is always better, right?
Quantity without quality is a recipe for disaster.
Remember, we're trying to stand out in a very crowded online world.
Just because Google might surface your recent TikTok doesn't mean people will actually click on it.
So what kind of content actually cuts through the noise?
Especially if we're thinking about this recent posts potential.
What gets people to stop scrolling?
Think about what makes people pay attention.
It's often about emotions,
Humor, curiosity.
maybe even a little bit of controversy.
Exactly, not just dry, informative stuff.
Gotta spice it up.
Right, think about what sparks conversations in your industry.
What are the hot button issues?
The controversial takes.
Don't be afraid to take a stance, even if it ruffles some feathers.
But isn't that risky?
What if we alienate potential customers?
I mean, I don't want to make people angry.
Remember, you're not trying to please everyone.
You're trying to attract the right people. The ones who resonate with your brand and your values.
Be bold, be authentic, and don't be afraid to start a conversation.
That's good advice for life in general, not just digital marketing.
Truth.
Now, let's not forget about those hidden gems Google keeps mentioning.
Yeah, this is where things get interesting.
Think about those niche communities, those forums, those lesser-known platforms.
Where the passionate discussions are happening.
They might not have millions of users, but the engagement is off the charts.
So it's like finding a gold mine of potential customers.
Who are already talking about your industry or niche.
But nobody's really tapped into it yet.
Exactly, and this is where understanding your audience really pays off.
You need to know where they're hanging out, even if it's not the mainstream places.
See, how do we unearth these hidden gems?
Do we just Google niche forums for our industry?
It's a bit more nuanced than that. Start by talking to your customers.
Ask them where they get their information, what online communities they're part of.
Look at your competitors' social media profiles. Who are
Oh.
they following?
What hashtags are they using?
It's like detective work.
Piecing together clues to find those hidden treasure troves.
And once you've found those hidden gems,
Don't just barge in and start promoting your business.
right, you gotta be cool about it.
So what's the approach?
Think about it like you're joining a conversation at a party.
Listen. First, understand the dynamics.
Then contribute something valuable.
Don't just shout about your product.
Share insights, answer questions, build relationships.
Add value, don't hijack.
It's all about playing the long game, building trust and credibility.
Now, all of this sounds great in theory.
But I know some people are thinking,
How do I manage all of this?
it can be a bit overwhelming.
A bit.
That's where a solid content calendar comes in.
So we're talking about a master plan.
Think of it as a roadmap to guide your content creation.
It helps you stay organized, consistent, and focused.
All right, walk us through this content calendar magic.
What do we need?
First, you need to define your content pillars.
Those core topics you'll focus on.
They should align with your business goals and your audience's interest.
So for Shield Media, that would be local SEO, PPC, social media marketing.
All the things we're passionate about and our clients need to know.
Exactly.
Once you have your pillars,
You can brainstorm specific content ideas for each platform.
think about different formats, blog posts, videos, infographics, even live streams.
Get creative, experiment a little.
And don't forget to schedule your content in advance.
This helps you stay consistent.
And avoid those last-minute scramble sessions,
And it frees up time to focus on other things.
like actually serving your clients.
Speaking of clients, how do we know if all this effort is paying off?
That's where measurement comes in.
Track your results. Adjust your strategy.
It all comes down to data.
So what metrics should we be watching?
It depends on your goals, but some common ones are website traffic, social media engagement.
Lead generation and ultimately sales conversions.
It's not just about vanity metrics.
It's about the bottom line.
Exactly. And that's the data-driven approach we take at Shield Media.
We're constantly analyzing results,
Making adjustments.
ensuring our clients get the best ROI.
It's all about the return on investment.
All right, folks, we've covered a lot in this part of our deep dive.
We talked about how to choose the right platforms.
Create engaging content.
Find those hidden gems.
Manage your strategy with a content calendar.
And measure your success.
But we're not done yet.
In the next part, we'll explore some advanced strategies.
Tactics to really take your digital marketing to the next level.
We'll talk about influencer marketing,
Paid advertising.
creating a seamless customer journey.
So stick around for part 3, where we'll reveal the secrets to digital marketing mastery
And remember, if you're looking for a team of experts,
to guide you through this crazy digital world,
Shield Media is here to help.
especially if you're focused on dominating your local market.
We're passionate about helping businesses like yours succeed.
So if you're ready to take your digital marketing to the next level, reach out to us
We'd love to chat.
and see how we can help.
And of course, don't forget to follow our podcast for more deep dives into the world of digital marketing.
We're always here to share the latest insights.
Help you stay ahead of the game.
Until next time, keep experimenting, keep learning, and keep those digital conversations flowing.
Welcome back to the deep dive. We've covered a lot, from understanding the recent posts carousel to building a multi-platform content strategy.
But we're not done yet. We're going to shift gears,
Explore some advanced tactics that can really give you an edge.
especially for those of you working with us at Shield Media or thinking about it.
We're all about maximizing your return on investment.
So let's talk about influencer marketing.
All right, influencers, everyone's talking about them, but are they worth the hype?
They're cracked up to be?
They can be if you do it right.
So what's the secret?
The key is finding influencers who genuinely align with your brand values.
And have a real connection with your audience.
It's not just about follower count, it's about authenticity and engagement.
So no buying followers or partner with someone who's obviously just in it for the money?
Definitely not. That's a recipe for disaster.
Okay, good to know.
You want influencers who believe in your product or service?
And can authentically share that with their audience.
Exactly. It has to be genuine.
And how do we find these amazing influencers?
There are tools and platforms designed specifically for influencer discovery.
Really?
You can search by industry, niche, audience demographics, even engagement metrics.
So we're taking that audience research we talked about and applying it to the influencer world.
Exactly. And don't forget about micro-influencers.
Micro-influencers.
Individuals with smaller but very engaged followings.
So they might not have millions of followers.
But they have a strong connection with their audience.
And can be super effective for niche marketing.
Precisely. Sometimes going niche is the smarter play.
I like that. And for our clients at Shield Media, who are all about those local markets.
Partnering with local influencers can be huge.
Think about a local food blogger reviewing your restaurant,
A fitness influencer showcasing your gym.
a lifestyle blogger featuring your products in their daily life.
That's hyper-targeted marketing.
And that's what we do best at Shield Media. We know the local influencer scene
We can help you find the right partners.
to get your message out there.
All right, so influencer marketing, check. What's next?
Let's talk about paid advertising.
This is where you can leverage those platforms where your audience is already spending time.
YouTube, TikTok, Reddit.
You name it.
Now, I know some people are hesitant about paid ads.
They think it's just throwing money away.
It can be if you don't have a plan.
Exactly, but when done strategically,
Paid advertising can be super effective.
for reaching new people, driving traffic to your website, and generating leads.
So it's not just about boosting a random post and hoping for the best.
Definitely not. You need a clear understanding of your audience,
Their interests.
their online behavior.
Right, you got to know who you're talking to.
You need compelling ad copy and visuals that make people want to click.
And don't forget about all the targeting options.
We can get really specific with who sees our ads based on demographics, interests, even online behavior.
That's some powerful stuff.
It is, and that's where Shield Media's expertise comes in.
We know how to navigate the world of paid advertising.
And create campaigns that get you results.
Google ads,
Social media ads,
programmatic advertising.
we do it all.
So we've got influencer marketing, paid advertising. What's the glue that holds it all together?
It's all about creating a seamless customer journey across all platforms.
So someone might discover you on YouTube,
Click on your ad on TikTok,
visit your website,
and finally become a customer after chatting with you on Reddit.
like a choose-your-own-adventure story. But every path leads to becoming a loyal customer.
Exactly, and to create that seamless experience, you need consistency.
A clear brand message,
A user-friendly website.
and strong calls to action across all platforms.
It's not just about doing a bunch of random things.
It's about creating a cohesive narrative.
Guiding people toward a desired outcome.
And that's what sets successful businesses apart.
It's not just about being online. It's about being intentional,
Engaging.
creating a memorable experience.
Okay, everyone, we've reached the end of our deep dive into the recent posts, Carousel and beyond.
We've covered a lot, but the main takeaway is this.
The digital marketing landscape is always changing
To stay ahead, you need to be adaptable, innovative.
and willing to experiment
Don't be afraid to try new things. Measure your results.
and tweak your strategy along the way.
And remember, you don't have to do this alone.
That's what Shield Media is here for,
We're your trusted partner in navigating this crazy digital world.
especially if you're focused on dominating your local market.
Whether it's local SEO, PPC, social media marketing, influencer marketing, whatever it is.
We're here to help you achieve your goals.
And connect with your audience.
So if you're ready to take your digital marketing to the next level, reach out to us. We'd love to chat and see how we can help.
And don't forget to follow our podcast for more deep dives into the world of digital marketing.
We're always here to share the latest insights and help you stay ahead of the curve.
Until next time, keep experimenting, keep learning, and keep those digital conversations flowing.